Hello, everybody. National Guard 5 here, and welcome to part 2 of episode 1, season 3, Do Re Mi, You and Me. And this is Saving the Titanic, where the engineers, firemen, they kept the Titanic going until her last dying gasp, I guess.
No, I would have just gone with last moment. So, I'm Futuro Productions. I'm the host of this video, as always. Like Apollo said, this is the story about the firemen, the engineers, the greasers, the trimmers, the whole works.
The electricians.
The electricians, the people that kept Titanic's power going until the last moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you could really see the struggle in this. But just a couple notes I want to say before we get underway here. There are a few historical inaccuracies in this. One of them being the numbering of the compartments that were breached. They say Boiler Room 5 is her death sentence, but that's not the case. It was technically Boiler Room 6 that was her death sentence. So 6 watertight compartments were breached, and that would be the forepeak, the 3 cargo holds, and then the and then Boiler Room 6, and then the bunker, the starboard bunker, forward bunker of Boiler Room 5. Thomas Andrews is also portrayed incorrectly in this. He's portrayed as arrogant and overconfident a little bit. And then there was another... coal bunker fire says it basically, they say it weakened the ship's hull. Not the case at all.
That's bullshit.
And the fourth and final thing, I want to thank... where's his username? Shinku Kiruto Ichaka? I don't know how to pronounce that, but I like to thank him for suggesting this reaction to us. Thanks, bud. You're a subscriber to me, and it means a lot to me. So, I think that's it. We ready to go?
I think we're gonna have maybe a couple other people on. The last 819 might show up along with SP 4449.
Right.
But we're not entirely sure. 819 might. He'll probably come in halfway into this thing, and he'll be in for a surprise.
Oh, yeah. All right. We ready then?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, here we go. Titanic, Saving the Titanic. 3, 2, 1, and go. I will be right back.
Okay. And let's see, Gebruder Beats. Every time I see that, I think beer. Okay, Owen McDonald, and yeah, some of these people I've never even heard of before, but you never know.
One of the most profound moments in modern history. News of the tragedy shocked the world, signaling the end of an era where mankind...
Kind of fun when you get to see all these videos and photographs of like the aftermath and all that of the Titanic. That's pretty cool. And uniquely enough, there's a couple of video shots of the Titanic in dock, and those are like the only like surviving video pieces of her. I don't know.
That's some of the only known footage of Titanic. The rest is just photographs.
Right, that's what I was just saying to the audience.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I worded it wrong though. Like the only video footage available.
Yeah.
Like that stuff there, that's fine, but then with her in dock, that's like the only stuff that
exists as footage.
Exactly.
And I believe this is footage of, photographs of crew members that were on the ship. So yeah.
I still think it's kind of funny that they look a little like they're dressed up for American football. With sweaters and stuff.
Yeah, I could see that.
The man who worked to keep Titanic afloat.
And I admit, I was saying this a little while ago, because I might as well be honest here. Took a couple of takes, some stupid shit happened.
Yeah, telemarketer called right in the middle of the stream.
Which was bullshit.
We also tried to record this last night, and we had an echo on the stream, and I didn't realize it until the last minute. Yeah, that was a bit frustrating.
Technology's our friend, only when it works.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was kind of thinking, we know that Titanic has a squash court, which is kind of like tennis.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want to say, I wanted to say like maybe there was some form of like not pinball, but like some kind of little game room for the kids or something.
There wasn't actually.
I don't think pinball really got a start until like 1930s.
Pinball I don't think was a thing until like the 70s and the 80s.
But I think there was a predecessor called Baga Ball or something like that. It didn't have any bumpers or anything. It was just like
right. This guy right here. This is Frederick Barrett. He was the leading fireman in Boiler Room 6 on Titanic the night it hit the iceberg. So he's the only surviving witness to the actual point of impact with the sinking. So.
And from what I heard is that he gave a testimony and then just like disappeared.
Yeah, we don't know much about his life from the beginning. All we know is he was on Titanic, leading fireman in Boiler Room 6 when the ship hit the iceberg, gave his testimony, disappeared from history.
Yeah.
That's it. We don't know anything more about him. I kind of wish we did, though.
Yeah, he could probably give some good insight on whatever, and like.
I would just love to know what happened to him. I mean, did the whole thing break him? Did he change his name? Did he, what did he do?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. I mean, some people, they probably get really friggin' traumatized or something.
Yeah, I mean, I know there was a little off topic here, but very good. There was a straight to business then. Bridge disaster that happened in like 1878, and the engineer, the chief engineer, the chief designer, I think, I'm not sure if this was the case or not. Chief designer of the bridge actually collapsed, and it wasn't his design that was at fault or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but he committed suicide because of the death toll. Because like, from what I understand, there was a train that went across it, and the bridge collapsed when the train was in the section that collapsed. So the entire train went into the river.
Ouch.
Yeah. It's called the Tay Bridge disaster. There's a documentary about it on YouTube. It's really good.
The guy that's portraying that chief fireman or whatever, he reminds me.
Fireman.
Yeah, that guy there. He looks very slightly like Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. This is some of the White Star guys.
Chief Engineer Bell.
You mean the pompous assholes or whatever?
Yeah, they're basically trying to get heroes from one of the from Barrett.
Any engineers?
Which they're trying to basically reassuring the public.
I've already said.
That there were heroes on board.
Right, and that everyone did their duty, regardless in the face of danger. So it's kind of it's like, look, we need people to believe that they were safe to travel on Olympic, okay?
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, and there were. Me included.
Yeah.
Dumbass. Those cork life jackets.
Mm-hmm. Not quite accurate though.
Nope. Now this was her trial, correct?
Yes, these were her sea trials, April 2nd, 1912.
And there's Bell.
Yep, Chief Engineer Bell.
All engines stop! All engines stop!
Oh, my dog's barking. I'll be right back.
Okay. At least it's not a telemarketer. The engine room. Chief Engineer Joseph Bell.
All hands to lifeboats! Yes, sir. All hands to the lifeboats! Very good, men. Stand down. Drill over. Get back to your posts and stand by. Dead slow, ahead.
Yeah, to me, like trying to drive a ship of this size, it's like trying to drive a steam train, but you have multiple boilers all moving the same thing. That's how it feels to me, anyway. This is some big-ass cams and cranks.
So these are reciprocating 4-cylinder triple expansion engines. We're still manoeuvring at slower head, so we're only using the outer screws. We've not yet engaged the
low-pressure turbine.
Go on.
Well, what do you want to know?
Want to know what you know?
It's a Parsons direct coupled low-pressure reaction turbine.
That little guy there, he looks a little too, well dressed to be in that boiler room.
The screw, you'll activate the changeover valves using a Brown's hydraulic engine.
So they are teaching you something.
Fire! Bird, baby bird, just a bird out.
Double-ended Scotch boilers. 24 of them with 6
Boiler room number 2.
5 single-ended boilers back there.
White light means that things are going good.
Hey, you can take your coat off.
What about you, Father?
All this.
Big sauna, if you want to put it that way.
Over that fire tray, you're not getting the air through. Very good, sir.
Coal fed every working part of Titanic. Her 29 boilers were the lungs of the ship, consuming over 800 tons
Hey,
of
you're
coal a
back.
day. They generated the vast amounts of steam needed to power the largest ship yet built.
I'm back.
You did?
What'd I miss?
Everything.
Ha ha ha.
I know, I'm gonna be being a dick right now.
So what did I miss?
I think they were just talking. Belle was talking with that one little, that one short guy about some stuff.
That's
Boiler
his
room
son,
2.
Frank Bell.
Oh, that was Frank.
Yeah.
Sorry, Frank, I didn't know.
From Southampton,
Oh,
with a national coal strike underway in Britain.
this is the
there
sad
were up to
part.
17,000 unemployed men in the town, eager to take up.
Those are all the workers, correct? The ones that built it?
Would Titanic's
No.
loss be felt more than in Southampton?
1 in 4 workers were on crew members are on Titanic.
Very best.
Uh-huh.
One of 4 crew members
All right, man.
was from Southampton, and
Oh, that's right.
there was not a family of working class on Titanic that was not affected by
the Titanic ship.
the sinking.
Ouch.
What do you think of her?
Can't tell yet, sir. She's not sick.
That guy there looks like Matthew Broderick.
That's all.
Oh, not Bell, but the other guy.
Shepard.
Yeah.
He's talking about
Wife and mistress.
so Shepard worked on the Olympic prior to the Titanic, and he made the joke, he made the comment that not sure what I think. You know what? I'm not used to her yet. I feel unfaithful.
Oh, jeez.
Once you're signed in, lads, up to your quarters.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say that out loud.
And then the other guy was Harvey. We met him earlier. He has that ominous look to his eyes, like
I'm gonna murder your ass.
no, he has that ominous look to his eyes, like oh no, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, way to stay positive.
1 hour till first shift.
Titanic's
Hey.
index was emphatic in its
So this is
class
the
structure.
Black Gang's
This was
bunk
none
room. This is
whatsoever
basically
in the engineering quarters.
where the
Trimmers, known as the Black
crew
Gang,
members of
were
the
given berths
fire,
at the front of the
the
ship,
firemen, the trimmers, and the
so as not to
greasers
come into
slept.
contact with
Um,
Titanic's passengers.
You know,
Almost tell him.
they were called the Black Gang because of the soot that would get on their faces.
Yeah, all that coal dust and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
That's Thomas Dillon. He's I believe he's a trimmer or a greaser on Titanic. I think he was a trimmer.
Bart. Hey.
And in terms of like crew quarters, probably like back then as it is now,
These quarters are for stokers
I
only.
think they were able to personalize a little bit of their stuff. Those
There's
quarters.
Harvey.
If you want.
Harvey.
I'll be here.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna spoil it.
So yeah, that's Frederick Barrett. That's Thomas Dillon.
Is that the ominous guy right there?
He's like Thomas Dillon, but everyone calls me Paddy.
Who's the guy? Is it Patty that has the ominous look in his eyes?
No, it was Jonathan Shepard.
He's like, we're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these guys look just flat out
William
nervous.
Kelly, the assistant electrician.
You don't have to take your hat off in here, son.
Some of these, hey, there's Markiplier.
No.
I think look a little like Markiplier though.
Yeah, I mean with the hairstyle, yes.
Yeah.
But Kelly, he's Catholic, I believe.
And yeah, like in part 1, you had that issue between Protestants and Catholics.
Yep.
And where I'm from, Protestants are the rebel Catholics.
Yeah.
We do everything you guys do. We just don't go paying to get our way into heaven, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
If I park myself here?
But I don't want to get into too much religion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Christian, so I believe, I'm always in that faith that, you believe in, he died on the cross, you're good to go.
Exactly. You don't pay your way in, dumbass. See, I'm not big into, attacking the Catholics, but back then I would have been like, you don't pay your way in, stupid.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like these guys are probably on, C deck or something like that just because of those portholes.
It'd be more like F deck.
So, near second class?
Kelly, you say?
No, that would be third class. Let me think. Alfred Middleton, yep, one of the other electricians.
Has anybody seen Kelly? K-E-double-L-Y.
Oh, he's making fun of Kelly. William Kelly.
Find him if you can.
No.
I mean, there were a few fisticuffs in part 1.
Yeah.
And,
Would not be surprised if there were a couple here.
Yeah.
From her birth,
Big ass propellers.
Titanic came to life.
Oh, that's a cool photograph. I love this photograph. You can see.
I do too. That's pretty cool.
You can see the amount of workers that worked on the Titanic, and then you can see the Titanic in the background.
Yep, and there's the home rule, assholes.
This is the home rule stuff. Yeah, if you want to learn more about it, watch our documentary from our video from last time.
Yeah,
and then look it up on the internet.
Yeah, we're not gonna mention it here, but either way, home rule people were assholes like the British Union people in the 30s.
No. Well, kind of like that, but basically, to give it a basic idea, I'll be real quick. So, the whole thing was basically home rule was basically Ireland wanting to rule over themselves, and then the others were no home rule was wanting Ireland wanting the security of England. Taking care of them or something like that. That's what. So basically, the whole situation of that is now Ireland and Northern Ireland.
Right. There's Frederick.
Yeah, I can't help but wonder if.
I'm just gonna call him Fred.
Yeah, that's.
They can't help but wonder what.
I mean, I think that's the reason why. They're called. I think that's why Ireland and Northern Ireland are split, because it was all Ireland at one time, and then there was that section that became Northern Ireland.
Right.
So I wonder if because of that home rule stuff. Tom Andrews. Let me think on this. I gotta remember here. Hold on.
Okay. It's a good looking.
Okay. So I wonder. I'm not sure if this is true or not. But I think Northern Ireland falls under UK's jurisdiction in terms of rules and government.
That's correct.
While Ireland falls under their own laws in terms of government.
That's how it is. Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom. Ireland is its own country.
Right.
That's not a bad looking mess hall on the Titanic for the engineers.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind something like that.
This is the best time to be starting.
I'm gonna try to find my deck plans here real quick for Titanic.
You stole them from the wreckage, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I have a big book of deck with the original deck plans of Harlan Wolf. So I'm gonna go find that, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out where this mess is, and then I can give you the bunk room for the engineers. So I'll be right back.
Could I ask something?
Alrighty. Don't hurt yourself.
No, it's all right, Joseph. Carry on, Frank.
Oh, and this is where the overconfidence and arrogance comes in.
Hang on a second. Let me grab a jug of water. I'll be right back.
It's
Incorrect
impossible
stuff.
to conceive of any vital disaster happening to this ship. That she's practically unsinkable. Do you agree with that?
Do you?
Well, just say, for the sake of argument,
Okay,
that
there we
the
go.
law reached
Where?
Just gonna move my clock.
and- I don't know.
But that's important.
There we go.
Here, for example.
Let Mr. Andrews.
You still there?
Joseph.
Andy,
Very well. Now, even with both of these compartments completely flooded, the ship won't founder.
Okay, I think Chris left for the moment.
Forward compartments.
well, I know that, but what I'm trying to say...
What? These bulkheads, extending from the bottom to the upper deck here and to the saloon deck here, are completely sealed. She's taking water in here, and here, and here. And what happens?
The captain releases the friction clutches on the waterside.
Pretty. So they think they're unsinkable.
I say he doesn't have
But I think Frank's like saying there might be something
Well, it wasn't in
going
the
on here.
basement.
Well,
Nah, I don't think it
doors
would
are
be.
for the floats
Let me look
when
around
the
a little
float
more
ends.
here.
If the floats are
All
lifted,
right.
the doors close automatically.
And then what?
Move my jug over.
Found it.
A life?
You did?
It's under my bed because it's too big to put on a bookshelf.
1 second. Hold on, you might hear a bang. That's just me putting my jug down.
All right, here we go.
Most luxurious lifeboat in the world.
Let's see. Okay.
Titanic's iconic look was deceiving. Only 3 of her funnels actually worked. The 4th was a dummy added by White Star, as the public associated 4 funnels with speed.
And now these guys are in the ventilation funnel.
Yep, which was also used as a dummy funnel because it was associated with speed. Although Titanic wasn't the fastest.
Right.
Where is that page?
Stay here.
Here, I can look it up. Hang on a
Oh,
second.
no, found it. Hold on.
You found it?
Yep,
Bloody Baron.
I found the plans for Harlan Wolf here, so
Gotcha.
okay, I'm looking. That's lower deck G.
What do you say if we get caught? I like keeping watch. We're not doing anything wrong anyway. I suppose. This funnel's used for swank.
Bingo, found it.
Might as well put it to some.
Where were they?
Okay, I have 2. Okay, so they're on F deck.
Uh-huh.
That's their bunks on F deck. Senior 2nd engineer, 3rd engineer.
Oh, would you look at them all down there?
Hold on here. The print is really tiny because they had to fit it in the book.
They're like ants.
Assistant electrical engineers.
Stir it up. Can you hear the band?
Okay, so
Oh, come on, Hal.
so they were on the port side of the ship, the left side, their rooms.
I could be like John McCormick.
Uh-huh.
Now where would be their
The world at my feet.
where would their where would their you know the room where they would eat, where the room would be.
Sing like Christmas.
Engineer's mess. Okay, the engineer's mess is on E deck.
You really did.
Okay, so that's a little higher up.
That's 1 deck above their rooms.
So that's F deck right there, right?
Yeah, that's the chief engineer's office. So that'd be F deck on the starboard side.
Sir,
Yes, my boy.
how old do you have to be to work in a White Star line?
Yeah, so that'd be F deck,
Back then.
starboard side of the ship. Near,
Yep.
just so that would be next
16.
behind bulkhead
But don't you
number.
got any notions?
It's next to the engine casing on F deck.
Once you get
Uh-huh.
communications,
So I'm gonna look for the Black Gangs room.
understand?
Okay,
Right.
I got it.
Yes, Father.
You got it?
Yep. So G deck has 15 leading firemen, along with 30 greasers. And then F deck is 53 firemen, and above that, 24 trimmers on either side of the ship.
Hey, you live enough on your
Mhm.
Let's see if there's one higher. I need
I'll give it some
decks
thought.
C through A.
Frank.
On D deck there is 54 firemen. So
Take care of your mother for me.
54 firemen on D deck for like a 54 fireman space, enough room to fit 54 firemen is what I'm saying.
Dang.
On either side of the ship, and then you have 24 trimmers on either side on E deck. A single room for 53 firemen on F deck. Oh, and here's the coal bunker fire. And then G deck, yep, like I said, so.
With the coal strike, this is all we could get. We'll have to dig it out. It's too set in for smuggling.
Let's see.
12-man crew, strict rotation each watch.
Quadruple this ship.
What's wrong with these chaps? Who? Stop digging out that fire.
So, yep.
Yeah, now if you'll excuse me.
Yep.
Pass me your banjo.
So yeah, this is the coal fire. Coal fires weren't that uncommon.
Uh-huh.
They were actually pretty common, but it was just, oh, demonetized! Demonetized!
I don't know if he just had to take a leak or if he was giving the middle finger to Bell.
Probably both.
Steam. With a major coal
Eh.
strike away.
Yeah, this
Who
is,
knows?
that's not where the coal fire
caused it
was.
to combust deep within boiler room number 6.
Yeah,
The coal fire was in
Would play an important role
this
in the coming
in bunker
disaster,
in the forward starboard
weakening
bunker
part of Titanic's
of
hull.
boiler room 5,
Uh-huh.
and then it was and then I think it spread to it got hot enough to ignite the coals in the aft starboard you know,
Right.
yeah, aft starboard. Yeah, the aft starboard coal bunker.
Hmm.
I wish I knew which number, what their names were.
Right.
I know there's like a website for it. We should probably post that in the description.
That'd be a good idea.
Hmm?
No, I said that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're made of, old girl.
Let's see.
Increase the pressure.
Slowly though.
There's some big cranks and all that.
Open the regulating valve. Let's steam into the high pressure cylinder. Gently.
Yep.
That's it.
Check the drip feed oil boxes.
Yep.
The head tanks are topped up and the wicks are all
Checking it. He's checking everything and whatnot. And what was it? If you were to spit or whatever, and then it spit and the engine spat back at you, it was too hot.
Yeah. If the bearing gets too hot, spit on it. Basically, see if it gets hot or not. If you spit on it, and then if it doesn't, if it spits back on you, it's too hot. Yep.
Did you ask him about that?
I love it. So like you spit, I spit back at you.
Some of these carbon brushes are worn,
Let's see.
and the commutator needs some attention.
Hmm.
But we're not using the force set.
Just in case.
Yep. That generator will actually come in handy later
What's
on
that
in the
sound?
sinking.
Main turbine, right underneath us.
Put her underway, boys.
The main
You're good,
turbine.
New
Yep. That's the drives the center
First
propeller.
time at sea.
And that goes off of the extra steam pressure.
from the reciprocating engines. Yep.
Has anybody here seen Kelly? K-E-double-L-Y. Has anybody here seen...
Just see here.
So yeah, he's working on keeping the coal fire taken care of. I would not drink that water at all. I would not dump it on me either, because that could have just been piss.
Exactly.
Someone could have just whipped their tallywhacker out and took a whiz in it and be like, okay, I'm good.
But you gotta stay cool somehow in that kind of big ass sauna.
Yeah. Now that makes me wonder, where did they go to the bathroom? I know they had breaks more than likely, but did they basically just say, look, all right, I need to go take a poo, so I'm gonna go run up to my lavatory and go take my poo?
Or maybe
or literally, or did they just literally take a poo on the coal pile and then they just threw it in the fire in the furnace? That's one way to make steam.
Exactly. Hey, and the good thing is even if they did that, let's see, it would be a renewable energies, renewable fuel because you're constantly making it.
I think that would be kind of funny if someone made a ship that ran on boilers, but then just for the hell of it, just decided, all right, look, we're gonna try something a little different. We're gonna take everybody's shit, everybody who's on boards, we're gonna take their poo, and we're gonna throw it in the furnace and see how long we can keep steam going.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone tried that.
Homemade, he's asking. Homemade?
That'd be
Homemade
hilarious.
moonshine.
And my wife's smalls. Now don't tell me you can get more.
That'd be funny as all hell.
That
Wow.
was strong.
I don't know if that's Patty, right?
Yeah, Patty. Oh,
I don't know if he
he's
was
just showing the misses? Okay. Oh, damn! Demonetized!
that ass.
Well, I mean,
That
if we don't
ass
get
is
demonetized for uploading this reaction in the first place.
weird.
It's like, there's a big butt there. Demonetized.
I was.
So he was married. Interesting. I don't think he was actually ever married because we don't know what exactly, a lot about him. So
Yeah,
I wish we knew more, to be honest.
true that.
It's kind of one of those unknown stories that you really want to learn about.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Frank, I hope that you got
Excuse me.
Belfast all right. I got your wire from the.
Oh, shit.
You've made a good run from Southampton.
Oh, shit, what?
That's the last letter he got
Oh, from
his dad, Frank.
Ouch.
A wash of our propellers made the two ships range about when we were passing them. This made the mooring ropes break, and the New York set off across the river.
They're talking
until
about
the
the
Tugs got hold of her again.
the SS New York.
No damage was done, but it looked like trouble at the
Either
time.
the city of New York or the SS New York. I forgot the
Keep
name
well,
of it.
Eddie, a good lad.
But what happened was
J. Bell.
Titanic's wash, basically how the suction she created a wave that lifted the New York up and out, and she disconnected from the dock and swung out and nearly hit the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what you're creating there, bud.
It looks like
be
he was-
careful with that
I thought-
knife, man. Okay, yep,
Yeah,
that
that's
confirms it.
wrong.
That confirms Kelly is Catholic because he just did the
Dear mother.
crossing chest thing.
Yeah,
So far.
Yeah, it's Father, Son, Holy Ghost, and
Yeah.
with holy
Albert
water. It's just
Irvine,
like
that's the other electrician. So you got Alfred Middleton, you got Alfred Irvine. Is it Albert or
So the
Alfred?
water couldn't escape from
I think
one
it's
section to
Albert.
the next.
Albert Irvine, and then you got William
So
Kelly.
you see, it is
They're
true.
all they're all assistant
Would it be possible for the ship
assistant
to be sunk?
engineers.
yeah.
I mean, assistant electricians. I can't talk.
Dirty.
And that's sad because that's the last letter
Yeah.
he gave to his that's the last letter his mom got.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
April 12th. No turning back now.
Nope. I think something's gonna go down.
This is the leading fireman's table. Trimmers is over there.
He's with me.
Okay, he's a trimmer. Trimmers is over there.
Trimmer, yep.
It's rules. It's a principle.
Oh. That's a principle, is it?
Move, you papist bastard.
Yep. To call him a papist bastard. And Barrett's just sitting there like he doesn't give a fuck. Like he's just got that look in his eyes. He's like, I don't give a shit about this. Now he's getting.
God, hit me! Hit me!
Yep. Oh shit.
What on earth is going on here?
Here comes Oh shit!
Here
You're
comes the
coming,
meat.
man.
Here comes the man, the boss man.
I asked a question.
No, what would have been a little? You know, what would have been a little
I'll
more
tolerate
intimidating
fighting on
and
this
scary? Captain Smith.
Yeah, I mean, he's too busy
You're
right
like,
now
is it-
taking care of the first class
Understood.
passengers.
I still think it would have been kind of crazy if Captain Smith came down and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Be like,
Well, we were just having a manly discussion,
If you've
Captain.
enough energy to fight, you've enough
With
to
your
work a double
fists.
shift.
Yes,
8 hours in the cold.
that'd be an awkward conversation.
Yeah, I'd be like insubordination, but I'll let it go. I understand. Sometimes you have to do that.
And
Don't let it
I don't
happen
think
again.
so. A lot of people back then were a very strict upper tight bunch. It's like they
Pretty
had a metal rod up their ass.
A hot one.
Yeah, that's how they acted back then. Everyone was so uptight and standoffish. If you were rich and you had money, they would be friends with you no matter what. But as soon as you lost that money, boop,
Yep, you're
out the door you go.
And then we also find out why. Is this the scene where we see what is it? The guy loses shit.
Which one?
The scene where he just starts shoveling coal like a madman.
Oh, not yet. So
Oh,
it's the night
okay.
of April 12th now.
Why do you do that?
What?
How far in are we? In the thing?
We are in 34 minutes.
Okay, so
Although for people watching, it's probably a more like
It's
37 minutes now because we did the
My father's a
intro and that was
draper.
maybe what 3 minutes.
It's just how it was at home.
yeah, probably.
This is a Protestant ship.
Oh God,
What?
he's talking the religious politics bullshit. He's like, this is a Protestant ship. He was built in a
Just
Protestant
as much
yard.
right to be here as you.
Yeah, leave that stupid shit out, please.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I are both religious people, but at the same time, we keep talking.
Well, to be honest, I'm not that religious.
I mean, I feel like
I've kind of lost my faith over the years, so it's, and, you know, I don't regret saying that at all.
You call
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm hoping things can change eventually.
Stokov.
I kind of hope so too.
Still burning. Sorry.
But what's just going on?
Maybe I'll have my faith restored someday. I don't know. I'm hoping so.
I think it will.
Sorry.
But anyway, back to this.
Yep.
Will that be all, sir?
Is she? Sorry if I'm not talking at the moment.
No, that's fine. I'm trying to
Work
hear it
another double
myself.
shift tomorrow.
Oh, he's making him work another double shift. Hmm. Where are you off to now, Belle?
Your mom?
He's probably gonna. Oh. Ooh, record player.
I like record player. I plan on getting one soon,
Nice.
and then like get some old tiny records, like either like what is it? Old school records, or some of the stuff that's like modern that's been put onto a vinyl.
Right.
One thing I
You know
particularly
what I just realized?
what?
When the ship sank, it broke between just forward of the third funnel,
3 days before
Mhm.
and then as the ship went down, it
Titanic had
imploded.
received its first iceberg
Mhm.
clippings from ships further into
This
the
room was
Atlantic.
his room was completely
The
destroyed.
Titanic changed course, hoping to steer clear of trouble.
Oh, bells.
Yeah, the engineer's quarters was completely destroyed.
Dang.
Uh
Oh, what?
icebergs.
Oh,
They got their
shit.
first ice warning, and they're steering south. Oh, that's cool. He's making a coal version of the
That was
Titanic.
magic. Just the two of us.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough shape right now.
Yeah, well, it looks
We even
cool.
knew each other.
Yeah, it does.
Knew we wanted to, if you get my meaning.
Actually, anything if they had the proper, if they had modern day technology,
Yeah.
or whatever, they would have been able to avoid this no problem.
Maybe.
It was all covered in wild garlic, bluebells, ragged robin in the lake. Was kissing.
I bet you anything though, like
Dad, demonetized.
stop showing it.
By the way,
Well,
what's
then
that
again,
thudding
it's-
on your end?
Huh?
What's that thudding on your end?
Let me get a hand here.
If my mic is picking up the little clock right below it, I would be pretty shocked.
It was like Adam and Eve.
No, I'm not hearing it. I'm just like hearing a thud,
That's what I
like
thought
you're
of the
rocking
time.
back on your chair or something.
Adam and Eve.
Oh yeah, I'm rocking. I have a chair that has like a little spring in the back.
Yeah, don't. That's picking up on the mic.
You mean that squeak?
That squeak. And then there was like a thud, like you're touching the desk or something like that.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
But I'm looking around my room here. I kind of feel it would be like a crew quarters kind of room. One bed. Like I've got a desk right here that I'm at, and it has that kind of look of like one of the White Star Line's office things, because I got all these books and all that stuff here.
Yeah.
I got a secret drawer with whiskey in it.
Yeah.
That's why I left Sligo.
Better not say how to open it.
No, I won't.
I don't even remember how you open it, and you showed me at one time.
Yeah.
You're on the Titanic.
And I can understand how, like, when that iceberg hit, how all the crew members just started drinking their freaking brains out.
I mean, I would, just to forget it. I mean, because, like, I know there's, like, the chief baker, he had a flask on him. He was just, like, chug, 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 chug. And, he was able, because the alcohol lowered his,
heart rate?
Yeah, he basically was able to live longer, or something like that. The alcohol was able to keep him awake in the cold water.
I mean, it kind of warms you up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you think about it, that's what Saint Bernards wear on their necks.
On their collar.
On their collar, yeah. When the people
They have a
rescue
little
people in
brandy to
avalanches.
warm you up.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna lose his shit.
Here we go. And we'll find out why later on, right?
Yeah. Later in the sinking.
I don't know what they were probably drinking on the ship or whatever. Maybe brandy or something like that.
Yeah, I know there's brandy
Mhm.
on the ship because there's testimony of Benjamin Guggenheim sitting on the stairwell of the grand staircase and drinking brandy with his valet because he
sorry.
Because he oh, I know what this is. Yep.
What?
It's the day of the sinking.
Oh shit.
I think they're singing Protestant hymns.
Yeah, and then there's that one Catholic guy that's like,
I don't think he knows the songs. The coal fire is out.
now they're just coasting.
That's the engineer's mess.
You know, I found out something.
That's the Catholic guy. He doesn't know the songs.
Here's the thing, though, with like just in terms of like the alcohol bit we were talking about a little bit ago. I bet you anything that at least one or two guys or more had a little bottle of tequila with them. What do you think?
I think they would have had a personal flask on them, and they would have tried to sneak it on board.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. Tequila is just made from the agave plant. But either way,
but I don't think tequila was a thing in 1912. It would
Probably
probably
not.
it would have probably been it would be a brandy.
some separate.
Some sort of
Oh
brandy.
no,
Whiskey would have been another one.
Jack Daniels maybe?
Not only Jack Daniels was a thing in 1912. I think it would have been more of a stronger kind of whiskey. Kind of like a step lower from moonshine, I think.
Probably. And then for some reason the U.S.
But I do know the stuff that Patty gave Frederick.
Hang on, someone's trying to call me, but luckily it's not going off. One sec, I'm gonna text the guy.
Alright. Don't smoke! Don't smoke in a boiler room!
You don't know what's in there.
Hungry tonight?
Uh-oh. So she's hungry. So that I think that thing right there, that basically tells you how many times you need to fire every minute. Every so many minutes.
Yes, sir.
So they're in boiler room 6 right now.
Uh-huh.
The problem with this ship is there are no problems.
Oh, God, don't
Could get a little boring.
don't say that.
That's-
Don't say that.
Better to be busy
Don't
on
say
board
that a
than
problem. The problem with the ship is there is no
Double fines
problems.
work
Don't
for
say that.
idle hands and all that.
Uh-oh.
something of the
The
sort.
watch says
What?
11:40. Uh-oh.
And the light just went red.
Yeah, that means the engines have been ordered to go to stop.
Sure,
Yeah, way to jinx it, Belle.
Not Bell, Harvey.
At 11:40 p.m.,
Hang on a second.
Katie's just like, oh
spotted
shit,
the iceberg.
what's going on?
Orders were sent immediately to the engine room.
Engine room, receiving. Understood. Stop all engines. Stop all engines!
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, here we go.
And this is, the stopping the engines is accurate.
Right, and then they try to reverse it.
No, they don't reverse it.
Oh.
As the
That
engines
when they're
came to a
trying to
stop,
stir the ice, get
Titanic
around the
tried to steer
iceberg,
clear of the approaching
they're
iceberg.
they stop the engines to prevent shearing off the propeller.
Yep.
Now drifting, it took 30 seconds until impact.
Oh shit!
What?
They hit the iceberg.
I'm like, what was that? One guy's just like, screw it, I want to sleep.
Yeah, he didn't feel it.
Did you hear that?
Most people actually slept through it. Uh-oh.
They're crunching against it.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's like something right out of a horror movie.
Yep.
Except but think because it's
Oh
water.
crap.
Oh, crapola.
Oh shit.
Well, that'll cool you off though, right?
Yep.
But not in that kind of... I don't think you want to be...
That'll put you
Yeah.
in shock.
Have we dropped a propeller?
Yeah, from going from that hot to that cold.
Yeah.
Anyway, hang on. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I gotta go do something real
Alright.
quick.
Hey, Shep. Raise the bridge.
So there's a theory onto why
Does it all go?
the
What's the
boiler
matter?
room 6 sprang open. Everyone thinks the iceberg cut into the side of it, but there's a thing called the grounding theory, where the ship actually rode up and grounded on the iceberg, and because of that,
Doors were shut down, sealing off the ship's 16
because he was grounded up on the iceberg, we have to go back to 1911 when Olympic was sailing. There was a section of hull. Olympic went through a storm, and she was rocked pretty violently, and some rivets loosened, and she started seeping water into her holds. And it wasn't enough to sink her, but it was enough to be a concern.
Slower stern, 11:45.
And oh well,
Activate the reversing engines.
yep.
Slow ahead. What the hell are they playing at?
The hidden iceberg. That's what they're playing at. But getting back to the point, the story. So the grounding theory is they rode up on the iceberg, and because of that, the ship is not being supported by water. So there's a racking stress that occurs.
What has happened?
And when Olympic went through this storm, they put a
And what would you know about anything?
but
I heard that too.
Just get the power up
they
on
put
the
the
find out what's gone wrong with the phones.
they put the
That's all he said.
a reinforcement plate, like a
That's
strip
all
of
you need to
metal,
know.
across the section where she was leaking. That was a reinforcement, make it a little more tighter and rigid. And so when they did that, it was basically kind of a reinforcement. So Titanic rides up on the iceberg. The racking stress occurs, hits this solid
Telephone and lighting circuit shorter than boiler 6.
Hello.
5, 4.
That can't
Yep.
be right.
That's what I'm
So
looking at.
That guy looks a little psychotic.
Yep. So the circuits, not the circuits, the reinforcement strap becomes kind of a stress concentrator.
Notice it till it's gone.
So the racking stress goes down the ship, hits that section of steel. The stress builds up and concentrates in that one single area until the whole thing fails. And that's how water got into boiler room 6. The only other thing that supports this theory, and so this grounding theory is a bit on the rocks, if you were, but she might
the iceberg hit Titanic's starboard side.
might be a little bit
ripped along nearly 300 feet of her hull.
Might be a little bit
cold sea water to pour into
on the rocks, but
compartment.
the other thing that confirms it is long before boiler room 4 flooded from water that was done by the ice, but done forward of that room. So before boiler room 5 flooded and boiler room 4 flooded, water was coming up through the floor in boiler room 4.
Watertight doors came down, sealing off the ship's compartments.
There go the doors.
Yep.
Titanic's engineers now needed to clear the remaining boilers of their coal. Cold seawater hitting a fully pressurized
Yeah,
boiler could cause
that's
a
not
thermal
good.
explosion.
If they didn't pull the fires, the thermal explosion could have occurred, and the boilers were blown up.
Better say this.
Oh no. That's not good. So yeah, 6.
What?
So 5 compartments have been breached. The forepeak, the 3 cargo holds, and then boiler room 6 so far.
Oh, when I first read it, I thought it was only just boiler rooms that were breached, but...
No, it was the first 5 forward compartments.
So 3 cargo holds, boiler 6...
The forepeak, which is the compartment in the very front. That's kind of like
garage.
No, it's not forepeak. I'm trying to remember what the forepeak was. What the forepeak is for.
Give him an handshake.
I know it's for like head-on collisions, I think, because that's your collision bulkhead area. So if you ram something head-on or something, it would have collapsed in, and that would be the stopping point.
With each of Titanic's compartments,
I'm not sure though.
Off by her
I'll
watertight doors,
have to look it up.
The senior engineers needed to get forward to find out what
Let's
had happened
see.
and assess any damage.
I bet you anything in the near future, there could be something like... There will be like a piece of technology or something that, like, if this were to happen, the metal could...
Why are you smoking? Stop smoking in a boiler room.
Maybe he's smoking weed.
Yep.
Smoke weed every day. They probably wouldn't have known about it back then.
He's taking water up ahead.
I could seriously see some guy pulling that out, and then be like,
they're starting to notice she's taking on water.
"Oh boy, it's not good. Not good at all."
Oh, Barrett.
What's happened, Barrett?
We need to keep it shut.
Close it. Barrett, what's happened?
I'll take you through the house.
They're gonna go up top, through the top.
Through the air vent?
There's like a secondary hatch.
Seemingly cut off from the flooding, the iceberg had in fact breached the 5th compartment.
Groaning noises?
Yeah, the 6th compartment. An inch of 2 feet within the coal bunker. Boiler room number 5.
Water.
Oh boy, this is not going to bode well, is it?
Nope. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yep.
Sorry, it was there. I had to.
5, sir.
Capacity?
About 250 tons an hour, I'd say. That's an estimate.
And the reversible?
I'm surprised that the other some of the other guys aren't here yet, but it's alright.
Sir, through the ash ejectors.
They're talking about the
3 of those. Slightly less capacity, I'd say.
They're talking about the
50 tons an hour, something like that.
Very good.
They're talking about the pumps.
Yes, sir. How many?
All of them.
to pump the water back out.
Yeah, they're activating all the pumps, and they're also using some boiler stuff. There's like they're gonna use the ash ejectors to pump more water out. So they're gonna use the boiler's ash ejectors to pump the ash out, essentially.
Yeah. Is it just me?
Pump the water out. So normally they would use ash.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now
that's boiler room 6. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
He said the same thing.
What?
He said Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Yeah, that place is screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad they shut the firebox doors and closed the dampers, because now the fires have gone out and the boilers haven't exploded.
It's
The Olympic.
Uh-oh.
So now the air is being forced out, right?
Yeah, and Shepard's talking about how on the Olympic his bedroom would have just been down there. So
I feel bad for Shepard because he probably survived a little bit of that, and now it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, that shoring is not helping. Uh-oh.
It's an attempt. More groaning.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Look at his eyes. That kid's right eye is so freaking weird.
Anything the matter?
Derpy derpy derp.
It looks like his eye like got exploded or something like that. He has a problem with his right eye. Like his right eye is bigger than the other. I'm going to have to like pause the frame on that and stare at that image, that creepy looking image, just to see what the hell's wrong with his eye.
You go ahead and do that on your own time.
Yeah.
What? More groanies?
No, it's Andrews.
Oh shit.
He's looking at the damage, and he knows.
You're fucked.
He knows that she's gone.
Mr. Andrews?
Yep.
This is not good.
Joseph.
Yeah, that's what happens when arrogance gets the best of you, stupid.
Check the return flow.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. I gotta close my door.
What's the use?
There's a hole in the hull, and she's making water. Well, that's what they're saying anyway.
She'll be limping into New York. That's if she doesn't turn back. It doesn't look good. Not for White Star, anyway.
Andrews has already been down for the butchers.
Who's Andrews? Does that mean we get overtime?
Okay, back.
Yep.
Look, you signed up. Single trip at negotiated rate of pay.
All right, Carl.
Okay.
Don't change.
Sorry about all
How
the
long it
squeaking
takes her to get to
in the
New York.
background.
How'd you like to sound a 6 bob for a month? What?
And the burping.
How much water?
How much water is she making?
How much water is she taking?
More than she can pump out.
Oh, that's not good at all.
ABC, do you know it, man?
Maiden voyage and it all goes to shit.
Yeah.
I don't follow.
How much did it cost to build the Titanic?
That's A, B, C, and D.
How much did it cost to build Titanic?
Compartment
What?
boiler room 5, whatever you want to call it.
How much did it cost to build Titanic?
I think in $1912 it was probably $1 million.
I've carpenters in all forward compartments.
So that's a whole shit ton of money in today's
I have to
world.
look it up. Yeah, and he miscounted the compartments. It's boilers.
The amount of water
The amount of water is immaterial.
Yep.
She can take on more water, just not in this way.
Yep.
Her neck is in the news.
Yeah, he miscounted the compartments. It's not boiler room 5. It's boiler room 6. Boiler room 6 was their death sentence.
They'll give her an hour and a half.
This is not looking pretty.
Nope. Now you got me curious. I'm gonna Google it.
I won't let that happen.
Let me show you something. forcing the air up.
She's sighing.
Oh shit!
Of Titanic were
How much?
So
as each
when I pulled up my
breached,
Google Drive on
the
my
weight
phone,
created by the water
there was a
forced Titanic's bow
there was
further
a
into the ocean.
notification for me. They found a locket that was made from pieces of the golden spike for the Transcontinental Railroad. And the locket had had a photograph of the. Let me look. I'm pulling it up here. So, the locket was made out of 12 mini spikes. Was made out of leftover casting materials. So 12 mini spikes were made out of casting materials.
It's crazy.
And his portrait was placed inside the locket again. It was given to his second wife, Anna Maria Lathrop, according to that. And then when she died, it passed to his sister, who married into a family in Florida, where the locket has been ever since. And now it's finally returning back to its home in Sacramento, its original home.
Nice.
So, getting back to Titanic.
There's a guy that has that scared look on his face.
Yep.
You stay down here with Shepard and Harvey and help man the pumps.
Now, did he just give the decision to everybody, or what?
No. He told them to go up as per drill, which is an order.
Believe Mr. Harvey has, sir. Keep those fires drawn. You don't want the pressure building up and blowing the joints.
How much did it cost to build Titanic? Here we go. Okay.
Do my job, sir.
At the time, it was approximately $7.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, here, no, wait, here, hold on.
As Titanic slowly lifted forward, the fireman's bunk.
Okay, here's the price. It cost
It was now clear.
1.5 million British pounds at the time. That's how much it cost. 1.5 million British pounds to build.
And then it would be in what today?
Approximately when it was completed in 1912, when you factor in the $4.86 exchange, it's 7.3 million in American dollars.
Wow. Pretty good though.
Orders. I need you to fetch me some lamps from portside storage.
So 1.5.
G-deck for the workshop.
Let me do some math. 1.5 million pounds. 1912 to today. 1912 pounds in 2017. So this is 2 years ago.
For the small
Okay.
group of electricians on board, their role became vital. They were now in charge of diverting power through miles of circuit.
Wait, that's not right.
Keeping essential systems.
Are you sure?
Okay, it gave me British. It gave me British pounds. It didn't give me 1.5 million.
No, we're busy. Just got busier. Bell. He wants the auxiliary sets working to run the lifeboat winches.
Lifeboats?
Just the messenger.
There we go. Let's try this.
I'm guessing still.
Holy shit!
How much?
The emergency steam supply pipe runs above the watertight bulkheads through.
Oh god! So
on D-deck. They're on the aft side.
162,863,600.
each at 100 volts.
Wait, hold on. Is that? Oh wait, no. It's $162,863,636.36 as of 2017. Let me do 2019. Let me add 2019 in.
There's a valve here.
It's probably gonna be 170 million or something.
Or it might not be that different.
It's just gonna leave us the lights.
Okay, it's 169,912,428. Wait, $169,912,428.83.
Oof. Oh, this is the one of those funny moments.
That's in British pounds though. So let me copy that and do the translation to millions to US dollars.
Fires are being pulled in 5. The water hits the boilers that blow every remaining ounce of pressure I need to power the ballast and bilge pumps.
So what are we supposed to do for the emergency circuit? The lifeboat went us and the light's down here.
Divert the portside boiler from 2. What's your name, son?
Irvine. Sir.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
How old are you, Irvine?
All right. As of right now, the amount of British pounds of today's money, which is
From 2 then.
$169,912,428.83. That in today's money for the U.S. people, that equates to, as of today, $224,145,417.69. Woo! That's a lot of money.
That is. Oh, I love this. This is one of those few lighthearted.
This is one of the few.
Not lighthearted, but it's one of those funny moments.
Yeah, but it also it's kind of one of those struggling moments, so you can see everyone start breaking under the pressure.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who the hell do you think it is?
Hey, Patty. Come on, Kelly, you can do this. Power's back.
Bloody believe
it. One of the few funny moments. It's
yeah,
like,
he's just like, God damn it, I brought these down for nothing.
Damn it, electricians.
65.
12:45.
28 people on.
And she's got an hour now. Or more, a little over an hour.
Orderly fashion now.
Yep.
Henry Allen. Walter Binston. Edward McGarvey.
I need some men below to help me pull the fires in 5.
But Bell said...
I need some men.
What are you thumping?
No, texting my buddy.
Well, something's thumping on your end, so...
No, I was putting down a text message to my friend. He accidentally left something in my car.
Oh.
Get up.
But
I also hear thumping on your end, so...
What's the matter with you?
Maybe it's my fan. I have my fan on right now.
Well, no, it's like it's every 2 seconds or something like that. So
Then maybe it is my clock.
no, it's like that kind of sound.
Well, my house isn't haunted, or that I know of.
Are you tapping your foot against anything?
No, I'm perfectly still.
All right.
Maybe my house is haunted.
But I want all these boilers drawn.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
So that's the water getting in there, isn't it?
Yep.
Get all those coals out, right? Get them all out.
Don't smoke.
Well, I mean, they're smoking under stress.
I know, but just seriously, don't smoke in like
Now we can feel
the
it
whole
all.
area.
Yeah, because I'm going to catch fire.
Yeah.
I think about the ocean. How deep it is underneath us. Miles of it. Do you think we'll ever get off?
Mm-hmm. You can hear the ship starting to groan now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the last person I saw leave this ship was a kid. About my age. He looked at me and I knew what he was thinking.
Is he trying to stay hopeful, or is he starting to lose his mind?
I think he's trying
thinking,
to stay helpful.
I wish I was in that
best he
uniform.
can.
I wish that was me. You're bloody good at your job, Kelly. I've seen you.
I think when we were talking about the sinking prior to this, The reason why no bodies were able to be recovered was the pressure just turned them into nothing.
Probably.
Well, I mean that is the case for some of the stuff. So, they're the pressure would disintegrate, and like at that depth, the bones would just basically crush themselves. I think.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right.
The battle to save Titanic was
Now they're trying to open up the.
Number 5.
That's to open up those.
Became a
What's it?
for survival.
Mm-hmm.
They're opening them up to let the pumps in.
They were now
So yeah,
on
to open up
stopping the
to
incoming
pump the water
from
out. Yeah.
overwhelming the ship.
But it's not gonna go according to plan.
Yep.
Right there.
Ah, he broke his leg.
My leg.
My leg.
Sorry, the SpongeBob reference was there.
Oh no. It's
Oh, but this is the word. Oh wait, no, not yet. They kind of look like policemen when they're in those suits, honestly.
Yeah, they do. Oh no! Oh no!
You're gonna be okay, sir.
Oh boy, this ain't good.
Curb. Oh.
Yep. Oh,
yeah, the
no.
curb stopper to fix it in.
He's writing the final letter.
That's painful.
I mean, I mean, I would not want to write that letter at all.
I wouldn't either. But I'm kind of curious how they got it out.
We'll find that out later. We actually saw it when we recorded it last, so.
Oh yeah.
All right, there's tourniqueting it.
At least that helps, but yeah, he was one of the ones that went down with the ship.
Yeah.
I know SP is on, but I'm surprised he's not like on.
He probably doesn't want to join us for another hour and a half.
I mean, let's see. Let me tell him how far are we in this?
We are minute 9 and 42 seconds, so technically only 20 minutes left.
20 minutes? Let me let him know.
Don't show me the kids. Don't show me the children.
Oh, dear, the kids! At least there's no interior shots of sinking.
Start the 4th generator now.
Oh no.
There's not enough pressure in the system, sir.
Oh no, more groanings?
No, they don't have enough pressure in the system to start the 4th generator.
We will give them
Oh man, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, huh?
We have the port side boilers in 2.
There's the starboard side in 4.
Aye.
If we keep her in steam,
Sorry.
we can cross-connect with the supply lines to reciprocating engines.
Do it.
They are literally straining the system to get it to work as best they can. Oh no. The power's starting to
There it
fail.
goes. This is like the Twilight Zone tower.
There goes your mic. It's being.
Is it bad?
No, it's just like. It just like did the for a few seconds. It's not bad anymore.
Okay, at least it wasn't like the last one. Oh my god, that's scary.
Yep.
That, again, I was saying, hey, look, it's the piss bucket.
The engineering crew are now battling.
But with the lights and what they're doing,
taking over the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mike went again.
The fate of the ship.
Maybe it's when
a.m.
saving Titanic.
Maybe it's whenever I reference the Twilight Zone, it gets all weird.
Yeah.
This is tough. It's tough to watch.
I know.
I let SP know about the time. I don't know if
Alright.
he'll jump in or not.
It's up to their knees.
I need
Mm-hmm. Here's the decision, not in order.
the generator
Yeah,
for this ship.
the choice.
I'm offering you a choice.
You can stay or go.
Your chances up top with everybody else. Stay down here with me. We'll try and keep her afloat as long as we bloody can. That's not my order.
Oh boy.
It's your decision.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one to watch.
I know.
That whole lantern.
Yeah, I know, but I'm torn between what I would do. I don't know if I would stay or if I would, go.
I know. Some of them are going, looks like.
Yeah.
So long, Paddy.
I mean, I have to admit that they would have to keep the steam, like, they have to keep the fires going, but they also have to keep the steam pressure down so the boilers don't explode. So, God, you have to imagine as the water was coming into boiler room 5, you have to imagine that the steam would just be like trying to,
yeah,
you have to regulate that so much.
No kidding. They pretty much know it's over.
Yeah, it's now prolonging the sinking.
What's it?
People think it's about how arrogant and foolish he was, trying to hold back the tide. I don't say that way.
You chewing on popcorn?
I think old Canute was trying to say
Little shoestring potatoes.
That's weird.
It's like French fries, but they're thinner. They're good though.
I'm gonna have to try some of those sometime.
The people that made it, it's called Picnic.
Picnic.
But without the... Yeah, but it's Picnic, it's spelled P-I-K-N-I-K. They're pretty good.
I don't think we have anything like that here in Iowa.
She compared to the sea.
Maybe something similar, but you never know. Oh yeah, I could turn those shoestring potatoes into vodka if I could.
Oh.
Because vodka is potatoes.
The water's lapping up against the door.
I mean, I might sound cold about this, but everyone was able to get a good bath before the ship sank.
Yeah.
Firing the furnaces, the dynamos could provide essential.
I honestly would think that some of these people would have been a little delusional, like a few minutes before it saying it's like, we're done, let's get out of here.
Listening to Ford really good now.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing when they tried to shovel the coal...
Your voice, mic again.
Hang on a second, sorry, this might hurt your ears. Is it fixed?
Yep.
Okay, I basically slapped my mic a little.
Yep.
It didn't hurt your ears, did it?
No, I unplugged my earbuds. I just took them off real quick.
Okay, good. Now what's that he's turning? I was gonna ask.
It's like a power source, power lever for the auxiliary generator.
Oh, okay. I thought it lit up for a second, but I think it's just the lighting.
No, it's the lighting in the boiler room that's lighting up.
Oh, okay.
Once that generator kicks in, they'll get some power back.
I actually have a fear of like complete darkness.
Really?
You know? Yeah. So like when these lights go out, I would have been scared shitless.
Yeah, I would not want to be sitting down in that right now.
No.
I know he's sitting on coal, but look at the water's very close to him.
Yeah, I know. This is just...
no.
Right there would just start making me really scared. Hey, fireworks.
Yeah, distress rockets.
You know, right there, like when they first looked down that that vent or whatever, not the vent, the
Oh no. An hour.
1:30.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The bulkhead's going. And there's the groaning.
But what I was gonna say was like when they
your mic's doing the thing again.
Further into the water was immense.
Hang on a second.
The weight of the sea pouring into her forward compartments had finally brought her to breaking point.
Oh no.
Here. Okay, turn the volume down a little bit. Did that help?
Yeah.
Boiler room 6.
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
And its bulkhead.
Okay, just making. You know, that's
bulkhead's
not
gone.
an hour and a half. Oh shit. Get out of there, boys. I'm going. Are you nuts?
Shepard, yeah, is left behind. No, Harvey, no!
Don't do it hard. Too late.
He's dead. He dead at a doornail.
You know, honestly, with the water coming up, I would expect like a corpse to bloat up and like do like a jump scare or something.
Yeah, me too. Oh. Oh god,
That-
I would have
oh,
fell
he
right
burned
into the water from that.
Now everything's short-circuiting.
Yeah.
I'm still impressed with how well they were able to keep that thing going.
Yeah.
That's really impressive.
With with all the short, because like I think the reasoning everything's sparking and shorting out is because the power is strained. So like there's not enough power to the systems, and so they're basically overloading the circuits way beyond what they were designed to do.
Top of the brush, old man.
Just to keep the power going to critical systems.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
And I'm guessing it's Brandy.
Yep, Brandy.
Chugging it down
Or
like
whiskey.
a madman. Yeah, and I got a little bit here myself.
Oh no. You know, the funny thing is, you can actually tell that's a hose just spraying water.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is, it's all a stage in a way.
Yeah.
But I bet anything for the act. Yeah, that's a hose. I bet you anything the actors felt it was pretty real.
I'm gonna pump out boiler room number 4.
You know, they forgot that it was a movie.
And this is why we found out he lost his shit early.
And it's because Belle was
Not
presumably cheating on.
No, not Belle, Frederick. But Frederick's wife was cheating on him.
Yeah, and he thought Belle was responsible.
No, he wasn't. Not Belle was responsible. He joined up on Titanic because he didn't want to kill. Like he wanted to kill them. He wanted to kill his wife, and you know the.
Oh, okay.
So
he's
guy cheating
not.
on her. So he left and got signed up on Titanic just to get away from them, so they would be safe from him.
Gotcha.
Because he worshipped that woman.
Oh, okay.
I loved her.
Yep, you just said he loved her. You dropped the L-bomb.
I mean, I worshipped that woman.
I worshipped that woman.
So I left him there.
Left him. Yep.
Yep.
And I was gonna sign up for this.
Although I don't think he ever had a wife. We don't know much about Frederick Barrett. And even if he did have a wife, this probably never happened.
Probably not.
I mean, I know it's based on testimony, but I don't know. I don't know if this is actually in the testimony or not. Because if
I need you to do something for me.
he asked him to do something for him.
You cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
What did you say? It's
So
alright.
Bell asked Barrett to do something for him.
And that was deliver the letter.
Well, yeah.
Hey, there's Markiplier.
Yep.
Or the Marco look-alike.
Boiler room 4 is probably flooded by this point.
And they had 6 boilers, correct?
6 boiler rooms. Yep, 3. They have 1. The boiler room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So 4 and 5 are under.
Yeah, 6 and 5 are under for sure.
4 is in progress.
Yeah, or completely flooded, and 3 is starting to flood now.
And what was it, like halfway through boiler 3, then it broke?
It was actually between. It was just underneath the 3rd funnel, so that would have been. I think that would have been right between boiler rooms 2 and 1.
And they're in the engine room, right?
Yes, which is behind boiler room 1, so they were pretty close to the breakup zone.
Hang on a second,
Mute the
let me
mic.
mute my mic.
So he has to go do something real quick. So he's singing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Like a diamond in the sky. Then, if I were in the dark,
I don't even know what "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" version he's singing. Oh god, the power's starting to go. can see the ship's starting to really list now. They're all trying to escape, and he's just like... I mean, they're probably sleep deprived at this point. Oh, there goes the bottle of rum. Hey, Patty. All right. Excuse me. Oh boy. So the reason he survived was because he rode the funnel down. Like when the ship's broke in half. Oh dear. So yeah, when the ship broke in half, the funnels fell back and off. So he rode the funnel off the ship. Not sure how he managed that, but he did.
This is Chief Engineer Bell. Are you receiving me?
Oh no.
This is Bell in the engine room. I repeat, are you receiving me?
Yeah, the bridge is underwater at this point there, buddy.
Bell to breach!
Uh-oh. She's groaning under the strain. She's gonna break.
Eyewitnesses
2:20 a.m.
testified to seeing Titanic's lights still burning just minutes before she disappeared into the ocean.
Now we're back into the present time.
Heroes, Mr. Baron. Men who died fighting to the last so that others might have a chance of life. Now, can you give us the heroes we need? I can't tell if this is false modesty or pig-headedness. You're a hero, aren't you, Baron?
Why?
For standing by your post and following orders?
That makes me a hero?
Doesn't it?
You're a hero in my book, Barrett.
Because it suits you. Because it suits White Star.
You're a hero for what you did, Mr. Barrett.
What did I do?
They were just there on a job.
Survived. And then you cut my pay the moment she goes down. Your dead heroes come cheap. I'm alive.
Yep. So yeah, the Markiplier guy survived in the funnel. Patty, I don't know how he survived. Oh, Patty! Patty, what's up, my homie? I don't know how Patty survived.
Thomas Dillon, sir, but everybody calls me Patty.
I know Frederick got off in a lifeboat. I do know that, though.
It will never be clear if engineers managed to make it above decks as Titanic sank. For many, it would have been impossible, as they were isolated deep in the hull of a dying ship. Without doubt, the men of the engineering section had worked to keep Titanic from sinking for up to an hour and a half longer than was expected, saving hundreds of lives.
Yep. The drawing offices of Harlan Wolf. You can actually still go there to this day. It's part of the hotel now.
You Frank Bell? Yes, I'm Bell.
Oh no.
I made a promise to your father. He
The
wanted you
letter.
to have this.
The letter from his dad. The last word from him. I'm gonna cry now.
My dear Frank, I feel sure by the time you read this, they'll be saying all sorts of things about what has happened here. They'll find their villains and their heroes, tell their stories to make sense of the senseless. They'll tell you, I hope, that you can be proud of your father. But all I can think of now is how proud I am of you. Remembering you, knowing for certain what you will become. I have the strength to do what I have to do. Look after your mother for me. Keep well and be a good lad. Your loving father, J. Bell.
Oh, the feels. And he finished the coal Titanic. Titanic dry dock. This is where she was outfitted, and you know, she sat on those very keel blocks. And you can still go to there to this day, so I might do that someday. Oh man. William Kelly. Alfred Middleton. Alfred Irvine.
Looks like I was able to come back just in time.
Harvey. And Shep.
That mustache.
Yep. And Bell.
I didn't miss too much, did I?
No, you missed only the sink. You missed the tail end of the sinking. And that was Saving the Titanic. So, what did you think?
Well, I had mentioned in that text before I left for a little bit. There was that little lighthearted moment with the lanterns. That was kind of funny. But I think it was powerful. They have all these people working hard to try to keep the Titanic going right to the last minute. I think that's really, really good.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. And you could compare it to you can compare the heroism of Titanic's crew to the heroism of the firefighters and the police officers and chiefs and all those guys who
in
9/11. Because all the guys were on Titanic. They were just doing a job. They were doing their best, trying to keep the ship afloat for as long as possible. And it's the same thing with 9/11. Those guys, they went in there not knowing if they were going to come back out. But did they give a damn? No, they didn't.
No.
Because they knew lives were at risk. And they went in.
Yep.
They went in and did a job. And they didn't come back out.
Right.
That's the heroism part. They did a job. And it made them heroes. God, I'm starting to tear up a little bit. So that was episode 2, I guess you could say, of the Reactor for season 3. We'll see you guys for the next episode, which we don't know what that's going to be yet. We were thinking about doing 3 Titanic episodes, but I think these 2 are perfect. I don't think we could do any more. I mean, if we did the movie, I don't want to sit for 3 hours and roast it for 3 hours. So,
along with listening to that one song that became a meme.
Near, far, wherever you are. Yeah, that song. But
I think people have made that ear rapey and all that.
Yeah, I know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you all next time. So I'm Future Out Productions.
And I'm National Guard 5.
And we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.